Jamie Richards, one of the early races on Wednesday's card, looks a really competitive Class 3. You've got celestial colours, and good to see him get his head in front last time.
Yeah, he deserved to win. He'd been racing, pretty well before his previous start. Of course, it's just needed a little bit of time, but I thought he did a good job to absorb as much pressure as he did in the middle part of the race, and he finished the race off strongly and won well. So very, very happy for the owner.
When you look at his form, Jamie, I mean, he beat KOKOROE Angel, who I guess to some respects is a pretty decent yardstick, and some of his form in previous races also very good. So it's certainly there on paper. Yeah,
he had some good form around Mugen here at Purton, and KOKOROE Angel, as you say, has been racing well, and he had the claim the other night. So happy with where he's at and how he's going, and we've turned him around reasonably quickly for this week, but just the two sections of the Class 3 1200 was attractive. Just looked like it might be a small field, and he's found another small field again this week, so hopefully he can have a little bit of luck and be a nice chance again.
Yeah, I wanted to ask you about, I mean, he's still lightly raced here, just the 5 runs today. How has he coped with that quick turnaround? Obviously, I can't imagine you do a lot with him in that time.
No, he's just had a few easy days in the pool and a swim and a trot, and he just cantered the last couple of days and seems to be eating well and in a good health.
He's got a decent weight, but he does have a solid enough draw in 5 as well.
Yeah, he's a horse that never really had a lot of luck with the barrier draws since he's been here, but there looks to be a good bit of pace in the race on paper, so hopefully he can have a little bit of luck there and slot in somewhere.
Zach, Happy Valley coming up on Wednesday night. You've got some really nice rides. One of them is Raging Blizzard in race 6. That was a nice tidy win last time.
Yeah, it was. It was good to see him just get a nice run just off the speed in the race, and I'm sure that helped. The speed was on as well, so he's got into a nice rhythm, but he did a good job.
What I thought was quite noticeable, Zach, was sort of how tractable a horse he is. He seems like a very nice horse to ride, first and foremost.
He is. He's very willing. He's happy to do whatever you want him to do. So, if you want him to show speed, he'll do that. If you get in behind, he's happy to follow. So, he's gone inside, outside. He's very uncomplicated.
I mean, overall the race looked impressive, but it was that turn of foot at the end. I mean, he put it to bed quite quickly too, didn't he?
I think the way the race was run obviously helped him. So the speed was there early for him just to sit back and relax, and then when they were getting tired, he just chimed in. So it worked out well for him, and hopefully we get a similar run.
You've had a bit of exposure to him now. I think this will be your 5th ride on him for a couple of wins. Pacifiers last time, it's a difference in the horse since he's had them on?
I haven't. I hadn't sort of ridden him too much in between the first time I won on him, and I jumped on in the start before. We drew wide and went forward, but maybe it just helps him relax a little bit more. But like I said, he's always been a very tractable horse.
Good gate's going to help as well. We're on the C course, so being drawn close to the inside always a bonus.
For sure, yeah. So he can just jump and travel where he's comfortable.
Karis, Wednesday night we go to Happy Valley as the norm. You've got TURIN MASCOT once again. Let's address the first situation. He's drawn 11 again. That's not ideal.
Yeah, 3 times I ride him now. It's all 3 times going to go from drawing 11. It hasn't been easy for him. I think, we were hoping, this time if we had a draw on him, it would have been make things a bit easier. Let's hope 3rd time lucky now.
Indeed. The run last time, obviously, a run full of promise. I mean, arguably, I had a look back at it, Karis. I mean, I, for one, thought he was perhaps the most unlucky horse in the race because you travelled into it so sweetly and probably just haven't got those breaks when needed.
That's it, yeah. I sort of had to make my way through a bit of slow horses. He's a horse that needs sort of a bit of momentum. So, like I said, great effort, both those runs. Shay last time to sort of come through them and still kick to finish 2nd. So, yeah, I'm looking forward to riding him again. I think if he gets the right run from the draw, he'll be very competitive.
I guess the handicap is giving you a bit of a chance as well. They've left him on 75, so they haven't moved his mark, which has obviously got to be a bit of a bonus.
Yeah, well, they've seen he's coming from the outside gates. They can't punish him for that. But yeah, so like I said, Pierre's stable's going really well. I'm sure his horses are well, so let's hope he gets the right run, and I think he's going to be strong.
Karis, his only victories have come over 2,200 metres. How does that differ from the 18? I mean, he's clearly capable of winning over this trip, isn't he?
Yeah, of course, definitely. The horse is in good shape, and I know his win has come from a bit extra ground. But like I said, if he had a draw, would have sort of been more confident. Now you sort of have to go there and try ride him the best way for him to perform. But we have this whole long straight to make a decision. Let's see how the track will run too.
Indeed. Obviously, he is trained by Pierre. You mentioned his horse is in good form. Just a bit of reflection on Galaxy Patch from the weekend. Obviously, a massive run there, and Connections have stumped up the cash to run him in the Derby as well. But I think you're going to look another way, aren't you?
Yes, of course. All credit to the horse and Pierre. I mean, his run on the weekend was, I haven't seen that for a long time. A horse to do that. He like I've been saying, he's got a lot of class about him. This horse, whatever they've thrown at him, he's responded well. But this one, it's a big step. It's a big question mark there. No doubt he's the class horse, but going to the Derby, it takes a lot out of the horse. So he's gonna have to really bring his A game.
Plenty to look forward to there. Obviously, plenty to look forward to for you going forward as well. And obviously, a horse like Starmac, you can't really leave him on the wayside really, because he's been good so far.
Yeah, 100%. Starmac, I'm really happy with the way he's been running. He's been crying for a 2000 now. He's doing well in the morning. I'm really happy with the horse. So just waiting for the Derby now.
David Hayes, we go to Happy Valley on Wednesday night, and you're going to run what's fast becoming a bit of a stable star and a fan favourite. Tomadachi Kocko back to the races after a big win last time.
Yes, and he's probably got the best barrier he's had for the last couple runs. Karis has ridden him brilliantly and got in from the wide gate, but it won't be as hard today for him because of the gate. But he is going up to the top class with a bit more weight.
He is. We're on the C course again, so I guess obviously where he is drawn, as you say, certainly serves favourably. He's had such a good season, David. Let's just touch on that season so far. I mean, he's won 4, obviously won a nice bonus for his Connections. Did you ever expect this horse to do what he's done when you received him?
Look, when you see Can's form, you tend to worry, I would say. But it's converted very well here, and he did win 5 in a row, so he was a very competitive horse there. And he's settled in here and really thriving, so hopefully there's a little bit more to come as well.
What is it about Happy Valley, do you think, that's sort of really brought out the best in him?
Look, I actually think he'll be just as good at Sha-Tin, but when he started winning there, we left him there because the bonus, and we got it. So after this race, I'd say he'll start coming to Sha-Tin.
Yeah, we look forward to seeing that. It takes on the 2nd and 3rd again, obviously. It does get tougher for him. They put him up £6, but how is the horse in regards to his sort of well-being? How has he been since that win?
I would say his form's the same as last time, and he's got the mare to beat, who looks pretty good on the way up. But he's always a good benchmark and hard to catch.
His Connections, the Taxum Syndicate, they've had a wonderful time with him. I think there was a bit of a celebration, wasn't there, this week, and well-deserved also.
Yeah, they had one last night, and there was 120 people there. And it was a successful night hosted by Apollo and Ian Sham.